The dawn of time. Metals were created, and as the earth cooled, they were trapped in their solid mineral form. Lead is one of these elemental metals. Lead might be a heavy metal, but it loves traveling. Flying is its favorite method. And lead longs to reach the ocean, because there, in the liquid environment, it is free to make friends with all kinds of other substances. The ocean is much more fun. The problem is that, as I said, most lead is trapped inside the earth in the form of rocks. For billions of years, lead atoms had to wait for things like erosion by wind and rain, or for rivers or earthquakes or glaciers to release it from captivity. But not anymore. Lead is very clever and has formed a symbiotic relationship with human beings. Humans dig lead out of the ground and make it into all kinds of things. Pipes, pencil lead, figurines, tools, decoration, gasoline. The best thing for lead because then it gets airborne. And it can travel long distances as the lead particles from the gasoline. Some of these uses have been discontinued because humans can be poisoned when lead gets in their bodies. How unfortunate for lead. Gasoline was one of the ones. It is out of fashion now. However, one use is still very popular. Lead has agreed to work with acid to hold electricity in batteries. Humans find this very useful, and they use these large batteries in their cars. When humans are done with the batteries, they sometimes put them in the dump. Then the rain comes, and the lead gets washed into the river. The flowing water keeps the lead molecules floating easily, and it's usually a very pleasant journey for the lead. Unfortunately, sometimes the lead in the water gets carried into irrigation pipes and ends up back where it started, in the dirt with the vegetables. Or it might end up in the drinking water for people, which also means it might end up in the dirt. Or if it's lucky, the lead will end up in the sewage, perhaps, if it was drunk with somebody. In that case, often it will end up back in the river because people like to put the sewage in the rivers. On its way to the sea, it goes. Lead also gets washed into the rivers when humans use it in factories and refineries, and it gets washed out with the wastewater. The lead particles have had a long, exciting journey, but finally they're in the river, and all rivers lead to the sea, so its voyage is nearly complete. But wait! In the river estuary and coastal waters, there are all kinds of organisms that might capture the lead. Mussels, oysters, barnacles, phytoplankton, zooplankton, algae. Lead can get collected in these creatures by accident. Luckily, lead is very friendly and is not harmful to the marine organisms, although some other metals are very toxic. But lead doesn't want to be trapped again. Eventually, the lead will be released from these organisms to the wonderful ocean environment, where it can combine and make friends with all kinds of toxic and non-toxic substances, and then drift down to its final resting place on the ocean floor, thus completing the heavy metal cycle of life.